Hello, I am Freezing Inferno, and welcome to my favorite game of all time when I was 7.
And when you're whatever age you are now, let's be honest. Oh yeah,
It's a pretty good game.
I'm heavymetalmage, by the way. I'm sitting in on this one.
Hi, heavymetalmage.
Hi, Freezing Inferno.
Man, so, you've played this game before?
I have not played this game before.
You should, because it's very good. And in case you were wondering, you read a video titled Darkwing Duck.
Woo! Good show. I did watch the show when I was young, but I have not played the game.
Well, I can summarize it in 2 words. Mega Duck.
Mega Duck. I can see why. I can see why you'd say that.
Yeah, this is one of those Disney Capcom games that were popular. Everyone raves over DuckTales, but I never played DuckTales as a young kid. I played Darkwing Duck.
You know, it's funny you bring up DuckTales because I just recorded a Let's Play in one sitting of DuckTales, which we will see later this week.
How coincidental. So, Darkwing Duck can jump and shoot and duck. And he has a cape shield. And he can grapple, and this is a pause screen. And you get special weapons, like this TG, which does a thing we'll see later. But
TG. Totally.
So what does this game remind you of?
Mega Man. Hardcore.
Of course it would. Because this is actually using the engine for Mega Man 5.
I did read something to that effect in my research mission for this show.
And I just found a bonus level.
Bonus level. Ooh.
I'm not going to be doing much of this because it's just for points, and I don't give a hoot-doodle about points, but for the sake of completion, I'm just showing this off. You shoot the little eggs, things come out. You got the gold bars and the diamonds are worth points, and the G's are gas. That's ammo for our special weapon, which right now is TG. Thunder Gas, and I'll use it later. There's only 3 special weapons in this game. It's not like a Mega Man where you kill a boss and you get a special weapon. They're pretty neat weapons.
Now, do any of the bosses have, like, weaknesses to weapons?
I do not think they do.
Okay, so it's not a complete Mega Man copy.
Yeah. It's really a simplified Mega Man for little kids. Who like Darkwing Duck, which, well, that was me in 1992, so, happy day.
So this game came out, like, right at the end of the NES.
Yep.
So it does look pretty damn good for an NES game.
Yeah, it's got a cool style. It's all dark and neat and stylized and junk. Kind of like the show was. You got a lot of hanging, which is sort of like the Gunstar Heroes in a way. Oh, there's the Thunder Gas. Just shoots.
Directional.
Yeah. It's going to be helpful for the boss, so we're going to save it for a while. So there's health. It restores 1 hit, and that's a big health kit that restores all hit. You only have 4 hits on your life bar.
That's a little brutal.
Yeah, it can get really bad. And you'll see.
As I'm sure we'll see.
Oh my god, will you see when we get into this game how bad it is. But good lord. Now up there is a power, heavy gas. How cute.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Now,
this is our Sniper Joe enemy, this weird slimy duck who shoots knives at us. You can only hit him when he throws his knife at you, so just stand there, block his thing, and hit him back.
Easy enough.
And normally, those little things would be a problem if you were like Mega Man, but Darkwing Duck can duck down and shoot, so not a problem at all. Don't you wish you could do that in some of those tough enemies in Mega Man?
I mean, sometimes you could slide, but that wasn't really...
Yeah. There's no slide in this game, but you got the duck and then cape blocking thing. So that's the boss room there. There's no big shutter. It's just a hole in the wall. And we're going to go to our first boss, Quackerjack. Closest thing to the Joker in the Darkwing Duck universe. Now, whenever you jump down to where he is, he will jump back up. And he's got his little banana doll shooting banana peels at you. So, just pelt him with the thunder gas.
Oh, that makes it really easy.
I'd like to share a stupid little thing from my past here. You ever have someone tell you, like, a fake video game secret?
Yes, absolutely.
I swear someone told me once that, oh, you can kill that little banana guy by, like, pressing select or some stupid code. And he was full of it, so. But we beat Quackerjack, so excellent. This actually follows, like, a formula similar to the Mega Man Game Boy games, where, like, you get so many bosses, and then once you beat all of them, you get to fight more.
Oh.
So we've only got 3. This is Wolf Duck, who, as far as I'm aware, Wolf Duck was never in the show.
Not that I remember, no.
Yeah.
Now, is this like non-linear? Like you can select?
Yeah,
which stage?
you could go to any level you like out of those 3 in any order. I'm just going like from left to right because that's how I do it usually. But there's really nothing stopping you from doing anything because like there's no weakness order or anything.
Gotcha.
So do whatever you like. This level's a bit more dynamic. You got tires and spikes, and you've got these helicopter guys. And now we're gonna get another cool item: the arrow gas.
Arrow gas. I did not know that arrows produced gas.
Oh, this is a really little neat power-up. As you see, you can just shoot it and drop it down on guys, and it does a shitload of damage.
That's ridiculous.
But its main use is that you can hang onto it and make a little platform.
That is super useful.
It's great. It's wonderful. And, well, to be honest, until now I never really abused the arrow gas that much, but I learned to love it.
Don't you wish you had that in a Mega Man game?
You're goddamn
kind
right. Well, you
of like that weapon in Mega Man 1, where you create the platforms.
Oh, the magnet beam, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there was a weapon sort of like that in Mega Man 5 as a super arrow. Which was an arrow that just shot straight forward and it, like, stuck on walls. Just like that, except you couldn't drop it down on enemies to deal lots of damage to them. And it drained weapon energy like nothing you've ever seen. Now we're coming to one of the worst enemies, these turtles. You can only hit them when they sneeze their shell at you, and they take 6 hits with the gas gun.
That is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, but you can... Well, if you aim it correctly, you can do this, and hit them with the arrow, and kill them in 2. And now we want to go up to that nice digital clock and get some health. And... another bonus level.
Ooh.
This is the second type of bonus levels. And here's Launchpad and Goslin! The only time Goslin appears in the game, and Launchpad is like your mission guy telling you, oh, people are doing bad things here, go help. But you catch power-ups in a net, it's standard. I don't really play the bonus levels that much. Don't care too much for them. I get enough power-ups anyway. This game is not hard at all, really. Like, there are a few tough parts near the end, but they give you 1,000,000 lives.
Oh, that's nice.
So unless you're a kid in 1992, you're going to beat this game. You're going to see what blocked me from beating this game as a child in 1992. It's something. We gotta go back to these turtles. I hate them. I hate them worse than the stupid slime Sniper Joe guys, the slime ducks, because, like, at least those, you just, like, you can get them, like, twice in a cycle, but they only take 2 cycles to get, but these guys just annoying.
It seems like
now what we're gonna do
it seems like it's not too difficult to beat them, just it's time-consuming.
Exactly, it's just a waste of your time. There's the heavy gas right there. Just gonna stick with the arrow for now. I will show off heavy gas eventually. But, yeah, keeping the arrow gas will let you get these lives. And these guys are annoying, because whenever you shoot, they, like, duck. So you gotta do a weird hopping jump to hit them in the head. And I want those extra lives. Look at that. When have you ever seen 2 extra lives in a Mega Man game just sitting there?
Never. Not once.
More arrow gas abuse, because why the hell not? I got the stuff.
2 hits is better than 6 with that, so...
Yeah. Starting to go a little overboard with it because but I'm also not that good at timing it. Because like I said, this is really the first time I ever abused the arrow gas in this fashion. Like, I know it's a good trick that you can use, but... Oh, this is nasty. I don't like this.
It's like, let's gather up all your least favorite enemies and put them right in a row.
Now I don't have much arrow gas to deal with these guys. This jump is kind of... I don't want to get hit. Man, that guy dropped the health thing, and there's a health thing up here anyway, so...
You ended up needing it.
And here's Wolf Duck. A duck that turns into a werewolf duck in the form of Deezee. And then he turns into this little guy that runs around, and he throws a box at you. You can only hit him when he's like a regular duck. This is the fight.
Seems like they are using a lot of, like, conditional things. You can only hit this person when they're doing this.
You know something? Pretty much, like, a lot of the bosses are like that. Most of them are like that, actually, now that you mention it.
It's like, we didn't want to make it, like, too hard, but we'll just make it, like, conditional that you can hit them.
If they didn't want to make it too hard, well, just wait. I mean, keep in mind, you've only got 4 hits for these bosses, too.
Oh,
like, Mega Man will give you, like, 10, I guess? Maybe a little less than that. That's overreaching.
It's somewhere in there.
So, final level of this set, the Liquidator.
Does he just, like, try to sell you some, like, really bad deals or something? Like old mattresses?
If only. I don't have that much arrow gas left. These are the sewers. Interesting little place.
Does this follow the terrible sewer level rule?
It's not that bad, but it can be tricky. Like, when I was younger, it really did a number on me. You see, I've taken a lot of hits here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at half health already. Oh, lucky me.
That was excellent timing.
Oh, goodness, you just did that. There's more heavy gas, but I don't want it. I keep passing it up. And it's gonna bite me in the ass, I'm sure, but I've got enough arrow for one shot to get up here, because this is a secret area.
Ooh.
So you just avoid this stuff, and you see one of the main gimmicks of the sewer. These moving platforms.
3 more lives? Holy.
Yeah, that's a lot of lives, isn't it? Man,
you weren't lying.
What could possibly go wrong? Well, I could get hit and lose my chance of getting that life. And, like, really get beaten down by these things.
Yeah. So it turns out you might need that extra life.
Yeah, I was trying to be careful, but, well, oh well. I mean, I got like 2 or 3 there, so... Like I said, lives aren't a problem. If you're expecting a no-death run, well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but that ain't happening.
I was not promised that, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. When do I ever no-death run anything? Come on.
It's because you always pick ridiculously hard games to play, so it's like, well, you know, games that everyone else just, like, cries at, and you're like, oh, this game's really fun.
Well, yeah, ActRaiser 2 is pretty fun. I don't know why I didn't get the heavy gas there. Why didn't I get the heavy gas there? That would have been the perfect time to get it, to be honest.
Ooh, they knock out the lights.
Yep, and you gotta turn them back on, and you gotta shoot these crows down that come at you. It's strange. Even though I am a bird, birds are still trying to kill me. What is with that?
Quite strange. You'd think, like, most of your enemies would be, like, cats or something.
Well, that's that's more of the fare for, like, the rescue rangers again. Now, I swear there was a guy down there, but... No, look, he was actually really far away from where I was, so I was, like...
What a jerk.
I was being completely foolish. Groovy music, though.
Yes, indeed. Capcom rarely disappoints music-wise.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, this was at their peak, you know, the Mega Man 2 era.
Yep.
A little later than Mega Man 2 era, but still, they were really good stuff. Not sure who the composer was for this game, but probably somebody who had something to do with Mega Man. Oh look, now we're even for that whole fiasco.
Oh. It's a little tricky, but
yeah,
you pulled
these
it off.
rabbits fire bombs when you shoot at them.
That's not cool.
Not really. Some tricky platforming here, like
yeah,
you wouldn't expect any of this stuff in like Mega Man.
I'm really engrossed in it. I'm like, ooh, how's he gonna get past that?
Yeah, this is what I cut my teeth on. This is what you're saying. Oh, he plays all these hard games. Well, this is...
This is what you were raised on.
Yeah, literally. I used to rent this, like, every weekend, pretty much. I don't know about every weekend, but I rented it quite a lot, because I loved this game so much.
Sometimes I feel like kind of an oddball, because I don't think I've ever rented a game in my whole life.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So... Liquidator. He shoots things at you. Blobs of water and watery fish. And you can only hear them when he pops out of his little blobby water form. So he's once again reinforcing your idea that the bosses open themselves up only a little bit. So, oh dear, I'm nearly dead. That's what I'm talking about with these boss fights. I don't know. Will I pull it off?
Well, if you don't know, you know, then we're in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, I did. Look at that. So that's the first 3 stages beat. Now, I'm surprised you've never rented a game before in your life, because my bread and butter was renting games.
I had, like, a giant, like, box of NES games, and after that I just, like, really selectively bought games.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to go to Bushroot's level, which is probably the level I dislike the most.
Alright.
Because it has some really annoying enemies. Like, right off the gate, you see this rose petal thing. I like these enemies. So
and
dogs and the dog houses. And they continually spawn their little rose petals, and they take a shitload of hits, and there's so many of them. But this level has some really, really good music to make up for that, I guess. So, kind of helps soften the blow that you're at least listening to a good song while these enemies are kicking your ass.
It's your consolation prize. It's like, we're gonna be really dicky with this level, but here's a cool song because you're gonna be playing it a lot to get through it.
Now, these guys, they look like they belong in Ninja Gaiden.
Oh lord. So far we've seen at least two of action platforming's worse. We've seen birds and we've seen sewer level.
Yeah. So.
Now we're just waiting on bats.
You're waiting on bats, huh?
Yep. I predict they're coming later.
I'm not going to confirm or deny your suspicions.
Alright. We'll let the people find out for themselves.
I really hope I don't die here. But there's more birds coming at me, just relentless. Now, this part always reminds me of Mario 2, because I know there's a level like this in Super Mario 2 where you're like climbing on logs.
There's several levels like that.
Yeah.
Oof.
Trippy waterfall background, though.
I
don't know what the hell happened there.
Looks like they just kind of use like the same graphic going up and down to make it look like it's flowing, but if you look at it too hard, it's like, ooh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that! You were right.
Oh, man! Boy,
this enemy coming up. Well, both of these enemies coming up are really annoying. That guy is, but this guy you can only like hit him in the face, and it's a really small window, so. Fuck that noise. And these guys are really comical. When you shoot them, they like go flying, you know, like you pop a balloon and it goes all over like a cartoon. Like you see what just happened there, you ricocheted. And now we're at Bushroot, who is one of the worst bosses in this game.
Oh, that's a pretty short level, really.
Yeah, but it's tough.
Yeah.
So Bushroot hops around on these things, kind of like Quackerjack, and creates a hand out of the trees on either side that'll shoot these stupid, weird eggs at you.
How strange.
Yeah. But you gotta know how to move in order to avoid him, but he's really hard to hit, too, because he's always hopping around. I hate this fight, because it's slow and time-consuming and
dangerous.
Yes, we are indeed getting very dangerous with this fight.
Thank God you're some sort of duck with superpowers. Because
Yeah.
otherwise you'd be screwed.
Well, I don't really have superpowers. All I got is a gun.
Gun ownership is a superpower. I'm gonna stick to my guns on that one.
Is Darkwing Duck even a registered gun owner? I mean, he is a vigilante, right?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point.
We might be looking too far into a Disney afternoon cartoon, but
that's my specialty.
I plungered Bushroot in the butt, and he's done.
Woo! Job well done.
A job very well done. Lots of points. So now we're going after one of my favorite villains from the show, Megavolt.
Alright. Yeah, Megavolt was always my favorite, too.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. And it's sort of a watery level, but not quite. There's no, like, swimming involved. There's no Bubble Man nonsense going on.
My God.
And more bats, because why not?
I was thinking about those suspended hooks. They were in the first level.
Mm-hmm.
They totally suffered from Spider-Man syndrome, where, like, they're not connected to anything. Like, they're just hanging out of, like, thin air.
So we got the heavy gas, finally. And now you'll be able to see what it does. But first, these annoying enemies. Genie ducks. I hate them. You gotta be really quick on the draw or else they're gonna hit you. And wall-kicking squirrel, meet heavy gas.
Ooh, that's
Interesting.
handy.
Yeah. I guess. It does its strong shot, but really you can hit things on the ground already by ducking.
That's true.
I guess it's helpful for, like, shooting off of ledges, but...
How often does that come up?
Yeah. And only, like, the actual, like, pellet it shoots off will do a lot of damage. I really hate these genies so much.
I wish they would grant my wish that they would die, all of them.
Yeah. Get rid of that guy, because otherwise he'll chase you. So... Yeah, for some reason this level is very Arabian, because you got genies and now you've got these are magic carpets.
guys.
What? I don't understand.
What's the connection with Megavolt?
Megavolt just got back from the theater. They were showing Aladdin.
Ah, say no more. Maybe Disney was trying some cross-promotion.
Could have, I mean...
92? That sounds like about Aladdin time.
Yeah, 92, 91, somewhere around there. Game was in development when Aladdin came out. They wanted to do a thing. Just waiting for the fire to go away, because otherwise bad things will happen.
Have roasted duck.
Oh, I didn't notice that I got the thunder gas. But it will help somewhat, I guess. I don't know. I would prefer to have my arrow back, because that's, like, super strong, but... Okay. I don't know what's happening.
Oh. Well, at least there's a checkpoint. That's helpful.
Yeah, it's fairly generous with checkpoints. So that's 2 deaths so far?
Not too shabby.
Yeah. It'll probably go up, because we are on, like, there's only 7 stages in this game. It's
This
fairly
is like,
short.
yeah, level 5 or so.
Yeah. Really, it could be level 4 or level 6.
I see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
How many times would you say you've probably played and beaten this game?
Played and beaten? Oh, about 4 or 5. Played? I couldn't fucking count. You'll understand. It'll all be made clear when we get to the final level.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna remain skeptical for now, but...
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna fight Megavolt, who's disappointingly easy. He makes a little electric bolt along the ground, and you can't kill him, but he's really slow, and he's really easy to hit, and these attacks are really easy to dodge. He'll shoot it up, too, but that's really about all he can do.
Wow, that is surprisingly easy, especially compared to the last boss. Yeah. Megavolt doesn't even have, like, a conditional thing where you can and can't hit him.
Yeah, he's one of the only ones that doesn't have that sort of thing. Yeah, they all had something. Like, Quackerjack was a little dodgy, too. This was Bushroot, so...
Yeah.
His is one of the easier fights in the game, but... Anyway, we beat that level. Now we're gonna go to the final, like, actual level.
Normal level.
Normal level. With Moriarty, who I don't remember from the show, but I'm pretty sure he was from the show.
I do remember him in the show.
Okay. So this is a pretty complex level. It's got kangaroos playing basketball.
You don't see that every day, I guess.
No, this level has some weird enemies in it. You can block the basketballs and create a foul ball. And then we have, fresh from Doctor Who, it's K9.
Indeed it is.
They take a lot of hits, but they're not so bad. So since this is a tower, we've got a lot of vertical climbing. Just showing you that I got a lot of lives. Ah, there's my sweet, sweet arrow gas. Really is like the best stuff. Yeah, this is a pretty good level. I like it. It's challenging, but
not so challenging that you want to rip your controller in two.
No, the game doesn't get that far until like the very, very end. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. For now, we've got a little more complex platforming, but by now you're sort of used to it. Another life, if you're so inclined. I mean, I've got like 12 now.
Good lord.
Yeah. I mean, 72 gas ammo. You can have, the max is 99. Like, the arrow gas uses 3 shot, but come on.
That's still... You're probably set for a while.
Yeah, well, unless I can miss a lot, but we'll see what happens. Huh? I'm just gonna use it, because really, what the hell else am I gonna use it on?
Might as well, make it go a little bit quicker.
Oh, look!
Oh,
they're back.
Great.
So now I'm gonna try to be all classy. Yeah. Drop that arrow.
I have a funny duck-related story.
Let's hear it.
Okay, well, the town I grew up in is famous for being home to a duck known as Susie the Duck. And so there's kind of like a lot of ridiculous laws about ducks, like if you like hit a duck with your car, you can go to jail and all this stuff. But my story is, a friend of mine was walking with another friend of hers, and like they must have disturbed a nest or something, because all of a sudden like a couple of ducks flew at them, and so my friend yelled out, "Duck!"
Oh god.
Has a double meaning, you know.
Yeah.
It's a funny little duck anecdote.
So, they brought back turtles.
I don't have any turtle anecdotes, I'm sorry.
I don't have any turtle anecdotes either, but these turtles are
ridiculous.
I'm one hit from death, so
Ew.
I gotta be really careful about this shell. And the fucking turtles finally stop, but thankfully, if you keep your arrow gas, you can get in here and get some secrets.
And what appears to be an easier time climbing, too.
Well, it's just a straight shot up with those little grappling spots. Spotlights. I don't even know what they're supposed to be. They look like spotlights.
Oh, yeah, I'd guess spotlights.
So this is actually the end of the level. And I'm trying to be careful not to get hit there, because you can get a health kit if you kill that turtle, but I don't need it. So this is Moriarty! And it's a really hard fight unless you know what you're doing. Do this. Get down here and shoot this thing. But you think I've got it perfect. Well, don't fuck around with the arrow gas. Because this will happen.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so just play it safe. Stay in the middle and shoot this thing out, because he'll fix one of these fire spearing machines. And that gives you time to hit him. And if you stay exactly where I am, the ones on the top can't hit you. That took me a while to learn.
Quite easy, and you're just automatically hitting that other spot anyway.
Exactly. It's all about finding the sweet spot, otherwise it's a really hard fight. It is sort of conditional in a way, because you gotta find a way to deal with that stuff, but otherwise you can just hit them all over the place. Well, it's time for the final level. The hideout of Steelbeak. And even Darkwing himself says, let's get dangerous. Just fly right in there on this big cruise ship.
I always liked this cruise ship. It was just a giant duck head.
Well, this isn't really a duck head here. It's just a boat. But this is the final level, and it's throwing out all the stops. All the tough enemies you've seen before, and enemies you've never encountered before. The toughest in the game. Oh, you'll see. But blocking cannonballs with your cape, like a boss.
I'd like to see that in real life.
Well, people block cannonballs with their guts in real life.
That's true. I was going to say Homer Simpson, but I don't think that counts exactly.
Well, people actually do that, though, what Homer Simpson did.
Alright, thank God for a health kit. Ooh, that is...
Look at this guy, you can only hit him in the back. He's just riding on his hobby horse. And I can't shoot through the wall.
Ooh, and another one.
He's gone now. Ooh. These guys again. I never actually shot their faces, but there's a little mouse inside if you shoot their head, so you gotta kill them twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
But I don't like fighting them normally, so I just either avoid them or arrow gas them. Some interesting platforming going on there with timing and junk.
A lot more spikes in this level, for sure.
Yeah. Spikes aren't instant kill, thank God, just damage. But now we're coming on one of the worst enemies.
Oh boy.
Terminator Duck. He's got a machine gun arm, you shoot him a few times and he breaks down to this thing. And well, there's a third phase, believe it or not, but you won't see that for a little while. But basically what happens is, like, his legs come off and he starts hopping around like a flea man.
Oh god.
But if you hit him with 2 arrows, he will never do this. Oh, there he is. There's the flea man part.
Yikes.
It's scary.
Seems like they're being at least generous with the power-ups.
Oh, yeah. This isn't even the hardest part. Like, we've still got to do the final boss. And I'm gonna just say right up front, I never beat the final boss of this game as a child. I could get to him, but I could never beat him.
Oh, Lord.
Because you gotta do something very specific, and it's really one of the most annoying final boss fights ever. Like, the first phase, anyway. Second phase is not so bad, but first phase just outright stumped me as a child.
Got me curious.
Well, we'll see. We've just got a little more level to go through. I got shot a lot, but I'm gonna deal with this guy with some arrows. See? No flea man. If you've got your choice of power up, I'm gonna keep the arrow gas because it does lots of damage. I always took the thunder gas as a child into that fight because I thought it would make a difference. It really doesn't. Can't really Terminators. This is the final stretch here. But here's something I never figured out until I was older here. This guy, now normally you'd have to trigger the flea man thing and take a hit, but just do what I do. Alright, it's final boss time. Now,
here we go.
Here's what happened to me when I was 7. These stupid egg things home in on you and they shoot you, and if they hit you, you get stun locked, and they home in around you and they just drain your health in seconds.
Wow.
Now, 20 odd years later, here's what you actually do. Get up here, shoot at them, and shoot this stupid glass window shield thing.
Oh,
and
my
I
goodness.
almost am fucked over here, but...
Oof. That is a little outrageous.
They give you health, but seriously. Second phase of this fight is infinitely easier. It's another one of those things. He picks up this big metal thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that one.
And when you drop down, he throws it, and then you can hit him. This is much easier than those dealing with those stupid egg bird things. Band of my childhood. All those lives I got over the game just completely gone because of those things. Because I didn't know I could just get up there and shoot that shield.
I always love it when you like have 20 lives saved up and you get to the final boss and eat all the way through them. It's like...
well, I didn't love it when I was a child, believe me, but this is the final fight here. This is it. Just... Damn it.
Boy, he takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, I wish I had more arrow gas to just deal with him, but it's kind of slow going, because you really can only get 1 or 2 shots off before he puts his thing back up.
Is it possible to like shoot him in the back when he's walking away from you? Or
I don't think, because he like drops down at you. He turns around and shoots this thingy. But he's dead. That's it. I beat the game. I died 3 times, or 4 times, something. Yeah, 4 times. It's not bad. And now we get an ending.
Well done.
Now we get the nice ending of Darkwing riding off into the night. So that was Darkwing Duck. A game that's very simple, but, well, the final boss was very hard, but it's a very simple Mega Man-y clone thing, and I loved it as a kid, and I still love it now. What did you think, heavymetalmage?
I think it looks like a lot of fun. I'm gonna try it out.
Excellent. Well, we beat it in 1 sitting. But silly old Darkwing, he has 1 surprise left. Oops!
Woo! Oh, Darkwing.
Oh, this was a lot of fun to do. I've been Freezing Inferno.
And I have been heavymetalmage.
And this has been Let's Play Darkwing Duck in 1 sitting. I'll have to do another one of these sometime.
Yes, indeed. I'll have you on for one with me as well.
Sounds like fun. Alright, well, I guess we should depart for now. Say goodnight, Mr. Mage.
Good night.